gonna use the Raw Beauty Kristi. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, you're gonna see me recreating this look. Well, I should say attempt to recreate. I was on Instagram the other day like I usually am, and I came across this look and I immediately thought of the Raw Beauty Kristi and Colourpop palette, which I have not used, but I thought this would be the perfect time to use it, and I created this look. I love this girl. Her name is Anna, and I follow her, and I once in a while check her page just to get some inspiration because I normally do the same looks all the time, I know, and I'm not very competitive or when it comes to eyeshadow. My skills are not the best, but I try, and honestly this look was way easier than I expected. I was expecting a little bit more difficult, especially because I'm dealing with darker colors, but I'm happy with the look. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and enjoy the video. So first off, I'm going to start with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. It's a little dry, so I'm going to try to warm it up with my finger. This is from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to go in with the yellow. And I'm gonna apply it on the inner part right here. Then I'm gonna go in with this green right here with a similar brush, like smaller and less fluffy. This is the Morphe M433. And I'm gonna focus this color in the outer corner. These are combinations that I would normally not think of on my own. I'm normally very monochromatic when it comes to my looks, especially my eyeshadow. I tend to gravitate towards the same colors, but this girl, she's so talented and she inspires me. Like, she really makes me want to do like more colorful looks. I feel like one of my biggest challenges, besides being creative, is matching my eyeshadow on both eyes, especially the outer corners. They never look the same. And even though these are deeper colors, especially this green, it's blending absolutely beautiful. And it's not me. It's not my blending skills. It's really the eyeshadow. It's so good. So good. Okay, I don't want to lose the yellow, so just with a clean brush I'm gonna go over the edges and make sure they're nice and smooth. I'm gonna just keep it simple into the black. I'm gonna use this even smaller brush for the black. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Ooh, wow. And I'm just gonna focus it right here. I'm gonna take it all the way to the top, up here. And I'm also gonna use a little bit of this other shimmer right next to it. Just a tiny bit, not that much. Look how sharp that wing came out. Ooh. So I stopped using makeup wipes just because they're not the best for the environment, and they're very wasteful, and you know, they can be pricey. So I invested in a makeup eraser, which I love. But sometimes I do miss the makeup wipes, especially for when I'm doing my makeup or just to clean my hands. I do miss them a little bit, but I haven't purchased them again. If you use makeup wipes, don't feel bad. It's fine. Like, we all do what we can, you know. Every time I go to Target, I think to myself, like, I'm gonna get makeup wipes. But then once I'm there, I'm like, oh, No, I don't need them. I don't need them. For face, I'm gonna start off with the e.l.f. Oil Control Primer Mist. Let that sink in. For primer, I'm gonna use the No Filter primer from Colourpop. Let me just make sure and mix it. Sometimes it kind of comes out weird. So I've been testing out this primer and it's not the most mattifying. I honestly don't think it mattifies my makeup, but it smells good. It does make my makeup look nice, but mattifying, I don't think it is. For foundation, I'm super excited because I'm gonna use a Fenty foundation, which I have not used in like a year. I don't know why. This is a shade 190. I'm just gonna do a pump. Let's do 2 bumps. I was realizing, and none of my foundations really match me. I mean, there is no perfect match, but they're kind of either too dark or too light. But I think this one is the one that matches me the best. But I always say that, or I always think that, and then when I look at myself like outside, I realize that it's not my shade. I'm just gonna do a light layer of this foundation. This is the kind of foundation that I can always rely on. It's never gonna do me dirty. That is just gonna come through all the time. If you have dry skin, maybe you want to use like a very thin layer and a hydrating primer underneath to kind of balance it out. You might be happy with it. For concealer, I'm gonna use a Dose of Colors concealer. I'm gonna just apply some here, a little bit here, because I don't want to mess with my wing. It's so perfect. A little bit here, some here. I'm just gonna do a little bit right here that I needed some extra coverage, but that's about it. That Fenty foundation is pretty full coverage. It does a really good job at, you know, taking care of your entire face, no matter how much of a thin layer you use. But you know, oh, that's perfect. Ooh, this is like a good combination. This Fenty foundation with this Dose of Colors concealer is mixing really nice. Oh, okay. Something that I recommend you to always have is a brush like this. I'm not really sure what the actual term for this brush is. These are like the perfect tool to apply your eye primer or clean between, like right here, your nose, or in here when you can't get through with your sponge, or in between your brows. It's perfect to dissolve any buildup or anything that's not blending right. I highly recommend it. This is the EcoTools Full Shadow brush. Well, that's what it's called. And then this is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And this is the Morphe M173. So I have these LA Girl like makeup concealers, or yeah, concealers. I have the shade Cool Tan and Beautiful Bronze. I think this is a little too dark, but this one's too light, so I'm gonna mix them. See. Ooh. Oy. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Just 3 little dots. I don't know how pigmented it is. I hope I don't ruin my makeup, because I really like it. I'm not done blending. Don't come for me. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
6.5 hours later.
I'm trying not to panic. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm debating whether I want to do BareMinerals or Fenty for blush. I think I want to do this one, BareMinerals. For face bronzer, I'm gonna use the Alamar Cosmetics Bronzer Trio, and I have the shade Light, Fair Light, just to retouch a little bit of that bronzer. For blush, I'm gonna use this Colourpop and Kathleen Lights blush. I'm not sure if this is still available, but this is in the shade I Need Space. Oh, it's like this. It's so pretty. Just to retouch a little bit of that blush. Now to finish the under eye, I don't know if I want to do the same thing the girl did. She has a little bit of like red under the eye. I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to just do like keep it in the green family. Okay. I think I am gonna do what she's got going on, but instead of using this red, I'm gonna use this like brown red, and I'm gonna mix these two. I'm gonna start off with this on the outer corner, and halfway I'm gonna mix the brown. You'll see. I'm gonna stop right there and add some of this brown. For lashes, I'm gonna use these these are called, they're actually the style 12 from the brand Miss Lil is Lil. I got these lashes from D&G Glow and Beauty. I've mentioned them a couple times on my videos before, and that's where I got these lashes. I think these would look perfect. They're kind of similar to what the girl has going on her pictures. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna give you some tips about how to apply falsies, how to apply lashes. First off, you have to wait for your glue to dry. Once you apply it on your band, you have to give it at least 1 to 2 minutes. The drier it is, the more tacky it'll be. So if your lash glue is wet, there's no way it's gonna stick to your lash. On the contrary, it's just gonna move around, and it's gonna be more difficult for you to apply it. Also, I recommend having an applicator. I personally have very like chubby fingers, and my eyelids are a little small, and I don't have patience. You can also use your eyebrow tweezers, which is what I use for a really long time. In my opinion, for beginners, this works better. When you have a mirror that it's lower, then you can see exactly where you need to place that lash. And then just put it on. And it should be good. And then you have to give it an extra minute or so to fully dry, so you can press it, secure it. You don't think I forgot about highlighter, right? I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula palette. For lips, I'm gonna use the Colourpop Bff Liner. And this time I'm just gonna line my lips. I'm not gonna fill them in like I usually do. And then I'm gonna go in with the Persona lip gloss in Marrakesh. Just a little bit. These smell so good. Something soft, nothing crazy. And then I'm gonna set my face with the Too Faced Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the look. Surprisingly, it was extremely simple. I think it has a lot to do with the shadows, with the Colourpop shadows. The Colourpop shadows are extremely easy to use. The formula is super user-friendly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!